Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
I am Donovan.
Oh, are we? Oh, and I'm Cody. Well, let's have a chit chat.
And this is how I'm going to be talking throughout the whole video. So I hope you guys
I was
are.
gonna be like, is that a vocal warm up? What are you doing?
No, this is just how I talk when I
Is this your
do.
new Chit Chat season 4 shtick? You do a different accent every episode?
Yeah, it's like how Brennan says some dumb bullshit in the beginning of every episode.
Some dumb name or something.
Yeah. Um.
Hey guys, I'm fucking Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
have a chit chat.
Yeah. And then he's like, haha, I'm funny. Fuck you, Brennan. Anyway.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, welcome guys. It's been a minute since we've done a chit chat with the three of us, specifically Donovan, Cody. Welcome.
Did we do one? What was the last one that we did all together? The three of us.
Well, like specifically the three of us, I think it was we did a debate night one. Like this was a long time ago. It was like 3 years ago, I think, at this point. So
I believe that.
yeah, I don't know. My chit chats memory bank is failing me a little bit, but we've made over 150 of these things, so can you blame me?
Yeah.
Guys, we all have iPhones and we all take great pride in that, right? And no, don't shake your head. You got AirPods in your ears, you phony. And
So that doesn't mean I have an iPhone.
yeah, and Donovan actually has an Apple tattoo, a tramp stamp actually. He's
Yeah.
very dedicated to the brand.
Oh, I've seen it a lot.
Yeah,
Do you like to speak?
yeah. Donovan sends me pictures of it all the time, and I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You have to ask permission first.
yeah, you have to you need my consent before you do that. But yeah, you have it, so
Well, it's because I want you to like me sexually.
you don't got to worry about that, man. Don't worry.
Right.
Damn.
Well, the point I'm trying to get to is that we all have notes, the notes app, right? And sometimes we write things in that notes app, and that's what we're gonna talk about. That's we're gonna just go through our notes apps, and just kind of see what bullshit we have in them.
What bullshit we were cooking.
I didn't realize how much I write in my notes app in comparison to you guys. I just assumed you guys wrote in it.
I write in my notes app.
It's just
I only do it for like business things, or if
okay.
something I'll use it for is to write like a to-do list for the day.
Right.
But then I'll just delete it at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Typically for me, I only use the Notes app we were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I use my Notes app to mostly like make lists of things that, like, whether that be, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
We will.
But then Antonio,
yeah,
I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
For the notes that you have,
Yeah.
because how many do you have?
So according to my phone, I have 258 individual notes.
We're going through all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I lied. I have that's only in my general notes folder. In total, in all the folders I have 430.
Holy shit.
So are all of those like just like really quick things? There's like maybe like 10 words in each one.
Yeah, most of them are like pretty like, disposable. I don't know why. That's the thing, is I just don't go in back and delete them a lot of the time. So they're just sitting there. I don't know. I think at a certain point I thought like, oh, this would be funny for a video. This was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. And I think that's why I just kept on just not deleting them, because I was like, oh, I'll just at some point make a video about this. And that day is finally
you're
here.
making a video about it now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I might be overpowering this chit chats a little bit, and I apologize for that, but I think
that's okay. I'm cool with just sitting here and listening to you talk about the notes on your phone.
well, I'll still give you guys ample time to share your guys's if you guys have ones you want to share.
Mhm.
We're gonna have a dedicated dreams section because I think that's something that we all have in common when it comes to the Notes app.
Mhm.
Just like dreams that we wrote down. I started doing
Yeah,
that like
that's the
I think
main thing that
4
I
years ago.
do is I write down every dream that I have. And so I have like probably like the last 2 years of my dreams written down in my notes app.
Let me see.
I know we've
My first
shared
one that I
that.
wrote down was in 2021,
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
but then
Well,
I have some in here that are from before that that are just so ingrained in my memory.
right. I know we've talked about them before with each other, I think, but like I don't remember every dream. I'm sorry guys.
Mhm.
I don't remember every dream that you guys had. I know I'm a
It's
bad
fine.
friend.
I'm only mad about it.
I'm a bad
Fake
friend.
friend, dude.
Very bad friend. But yeah, yeah, let's get started.
All right, give us your a crazy note. The
Okay.
first one that stands out to you from your list of notes. Just rattle
Okay.
one off.
Okay.
For
Okay.
all of us or just in general?
Um
Just in general.
I'll go first. I'll start us off. Let me find a juicy one here. I have a lot of
I meant to
unfinished.
say
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
meant to say for all of us or just Antonio.
For you too, Cody. If you have a good
Oh, okay.
one, go off. I just feel like we need a banger note. We need a banger note.
We do. We do. I have a lot of unfinished scripts in here. I used to like exclusively write scripts on my phone, so a lot of these are just like ideas that I had like a couple lines for and then I just never went back and finished them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um like
I have one that uh
like one of them is just called Antonio's Guide to Getting Girls.
oh god. And what does it say?
Yeah.
Oh,
How far did you get into
you don't
writing
want
that
to
script?
know. Uh I don't it's good. It's there's a reason why I never made it cuz I don't think it's good. Um I think it was just going to me being probably like, you know, misogynistic or something. Haha, funny. No.
Yeah.
No. This was like 2018, so yeah, I don't know. My sense of humor has changed and evolved. Um oh, here's I think that this note is like I was just like I think it just heard me speaking and somehow like the voice detection got triggered and
Mhm.
it says penis jar jar, oh my god, oh on Dan's you Jojo Jojo Jojo. Okay, how about that dog over there? There's dogs are over. Donovan has over 8,000 joy. Don Cheadle.
Cheadle? What the
I don't
hell?
know what the fuck. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember that conversation. We said that verbatim.
Yeah. That was a standout
I
moment.
remember I remember at a sleepover actually. I was sleeping and then I woke up in the middle of the night and Antonio sat up in the dead of sleep with his eyes closed and rattled off that exact thing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
And
that
I
sounds like
stood
me.
there in stunned silence and debated whether or not I should fear for my life.
Mm-hmm. And you should. You don't have to wonder
Yeah,
about that anymore.
who wouldn't after hearing something like that?
Yeah.
One note that I have, which I think is kind of funny,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
is a list of shows that my girlfriend and I haven't finished.
And when what was this?
Okay.
When was this made? Uh, this was made back in 2022.
Okay.
So,
So,
and I haven't added anything to it in like 2 years.
dude, what the hell?
Mostly because I forget it exists.
What are some of the shows that you haven't finished?
Parks and Recs. No,
Mm.
Parks and Rec. Glee.
Lee?
Criminal Minds.
Okay.
You guys started watching Criminal Minds?
Oh yeah.
Is that a
How
scripted
far did
show
you
or
make
is
it?
that a
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And then some other ones that I have in here, which are interesting, are so when I get back from a trip,
Mm-hmm.
I typically and like people are like, "Oh, what did you do?" Half the time, I forget what I did. or like
Yeah.
it takes me forever to like recall what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one from when my girlfriend and I went to Vegas.
Mm. Oh, like just
Oh
kind of
wait, no,
out laying out the
this was
different things you
when
did.
I went to Vegas with my mom
Mm.
and her boyfriend. When was that? Oh, I think that was Thanksgiving of like 2022.
Yeah.
And all the note says is Vegas trip. Went to the Bellagio and ordered a bacon, cheddar, and egg, chocolate croissant, and cheese Danish.
What? Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese chocolate croissant.
No, I think there's
Like
supposed to be.
with
I'm pretty sure
commas.
I was supposed to put crepe in there somewhere.
Ah.
A
Okay.
bacon, cheddar, and egg crepe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That
I don't.
sounds
I
better
don't.
because you should not be mixing all those things into one
Oh,
item.
No.
But
and then
that's funny that was so significant to you that you felt the need to write it down.
Yeah, man.
yes,
You know, I think we should just all write down what we eat every day. Like,
Honestly,
keep
yeah.
that for
me tracking my
archive
calories.
that. You know, yeah, tracking calories exactly.
Another one that I have here
All right,
is
Cody, don't you read all of them?
the
I guess.
last one. This is the
Okay.
last one
Okay.
that I have
Okay.
for based off of the trip one.
Oh, okay.
Is like a very brief note of everything we did in New York.
Right.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So some
Did a lot of stuff.
some very funny ones. Antonio getting lost on the subway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dean getting lost at a museum.
Yep.
Uh,
That happened.
LARPers
So
at
he
the
went to
Empire
the
State.
bathroom. Didn't he go to the bathroom and then like
Yeah.
he took a long ass
And then
time
he
in the
never came
bathroom.
back.
We were waiting for him, and then
We're still
we were
waiting.
waiting. Yeah, we're still waiting.
Yeah.
No, we were waiting so long that we had to like someone had to go and try and find him or some shit.
Yeah,
Mhm. And then I think they got lost.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
we
Andrew
were-
and I got lost trying to find Dean
We were in that museum
in
for
the
a lot
Natural
longer than
History
we should have
Museum.
been. Yeah.
Oh, and then another one is that we broke Donovan's uncle's car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we're all too fucking heavy. Yeah.
Okay, so I remember because he picked us up one night. We were going around the city and shit, and then he picked us up, and we drove all the way to like Flushing, which is like a suburb or whatever, and he took us to get Korean barbecue, but it was like in his little car. His
Yeah.
little what the fuck was it? I don't even remember what
It was
type
a
of car.
Prius.
Was it a Prius? It was a
Mm,
Prius.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
that's right.
Prius.
And like you're only supposed to fit like max like 5 people in a Prius, but we had
I think 4, and we had 6.
Yeah.
6 of us. So there was the driver, which was my uncle, passenger, which was who?
I think Antonio.
Probably me.
Antonio.
I'm a
And
big,
then
big fella.
me, you, Dean, and Andrew stuffed into the back seat, and I was like sitting on top of you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I remember
it was either that or like Andrew or Dean was laying across the 3 of us.
I remember
Yeah.
looking back and just seeing you guys all like
And then like I
crunched
think we all
together.
fell asleep back there. Like all 4 of us, we were so tired, we just like fell asleep.
Okay, so Donovan, that did happen, but we broke his car the following day when he was
Mhm.
driving us to the airport, and he went over like a pothole,
That's
and
right.
it like damaged something underneath his car.
And we had to take an Uber to the airport the rest of the way. Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
He got a new Prius though.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good.
Well, now we gotta go
Reddit
back and
update.
ruin that one.
True.
Yeah, true.
But okay, that was it for my kind of funny ones.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Donovan, what do you got?
I got one pulled up here. It's so Cody and I used to have a roommate.
Okay. Should we make up a fake name for that roommate?
Yeah, we'll call him what do we call him? Nathan? Let's call him Nathan.
Okay.
No, let's call him Vincent because that's my middle name. Let's call him Vincent.
Okay.
I know 2 people named Nathan and 1 person named Vincent. This is very awkward.
Okay, call
Okay,
him
so
call
what do
him
you wanna
call
call
him
him?
Shigeru.
Shigeru.
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's no
Shigeru-
shot you know anyone named that.
Yeah, Shigeru. I won't say too much about him, but he was very problematic, and he was quite racist and homophobic
Great
and
qualities
other
all
things
around.
along those lines. I mean, we all know about this
He
guy. I
checked
don't
all
need
the
to introduce
boxes.
this guy. I don't need to
True.
introduce this guy to you guys. But I shared a wall with him for a year, and I would hear him gaming very late at night. He would game until 3 or 4 in the morning every single night on Discord, and
You say
some of
that
the
like
stuff.
that's irregular.
No, it's not irregular,
Yeah.
but just you know,
Yeah.
I picked up on I picked up on a lot of the stuff that
Uh-huh.
he said
Yeah.
and the way that
So
he
he was
spoke.
acting like a normal person. Go ahead. Go on.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but would you be saying that he was acting like a normal person if you heard some of the things that he said, which I'm not gonna say
I'm a little
like some of the
worried to
worst
hear what you.
here,
Yeah.
because some of the ones on here are like so bad that they're not funny.
You would get
But
canceled just by repeating them, even though you didn't even originally say them.
yeah. Okay, I got one on here. It says he said he screamed, "Ignore me, I'm naked," which I know he screamed it because I have it in all caps. Um,
Also, this
um,
place had very thin walls.
Oh, okay.
yeah, very thin walls. Very thin walls.
Did you guys
He,
share rooms or share walls with? Like, did Donovan? Did you also share a wall with Cody? Isn't that how it was set
yeah.
up?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Except I didn't. I only shared a room with Donovan,
Right.
and then I shared a wall, or not a room.
A
Whoa,
Yeah.
shared a
room. What?
wall. Shared a wall.
They slept in the
Yeah.
same bed.
Shared a wall with Donovan, and
Mhm.
then I also shared a wall with like the living room.
Mm.
hmm
So it was like a very
And it
weird.
was very pleasant sharing a wall with you, Cody.
Well, it was
Very
very
pleasant.
pleasant sharing a wall with you, except for all those times that you were up late at night screaming at video games.
No, Donovan
Screaming at
just
Aaron for
periodically,
screaming at video games.
every hour, he just.
Being like, shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thing that I do every night. I
Yeah.
scream at a random moment.
Just.
True.
hmm one of the quotes on here is well, it's not a quote, I guess, but there was one time that I know you remember, Cody, where I clogged the toilet, and
Mhm.
and so the note just said, congratulated me on clogging the toilet with my massive shit.
You just said his real
So there
name.
you go.
Well, now I gotta go fucking bleep it.
Can you write down the time?
Yeah.
I think he also said it earlier.
God
Did I?
damn
Oh
it,
shit.
Donovan. Okay.
Oh damn it. I
It's around
forgot you're calling him
another note in my notes app.
Another note.
Yeah.
Another note.
It's about 17 minutes in. Okay. Okay. You want to dox anybody else, Donovan, or are you done with that?
I think I'm done with that. I think yeah, all the
Okay.
all the other ones in here are just like quoting him saying awful shit to people.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to go over that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Antonio, do you have
Okay.
any more?
Yeah, let me I have quite a few here. Let me do a couple. These are coordinates from our Minecraft realm. Uh I have from like
From which one?
2019.
Wow.
The what the one that
So the
we
last one?
yeah, we used the one that we used like a lot. I have like
The last one that I was in, at least.
yeah, I have like my house's coordinates, Cody's house, zombie spawner, Dean's house, Donovan's house, end portal,
Mm-hmm.
a random set of coordinates that I don't have marked at all. I'm assuming that might be spawn. And yeah. Yeah.
Now, is this the realm where you and Parker made Penis Hotels?
Oh, I think so.
I made bruh towers
Bruh
and it
Tower.
was shaped like a
Yes.
penis.
It was shaped like a penis.
Yeah.
God
But
darn it. Get your facts right.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, remember it's called bruh towers. Okay, don't get it twisted.
Bruh Tower.
I have, let's see. This one just says Hashtag dank memes, hashtag memes, hashtag meme, hashtag dank, hashtag memes daily. You know, but just a bunch of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And
that's
that was made in 2016.
that was yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, I have
It was actually made yesterday.
you know that clip from the Sonic cartoon where Knuckles is woke and he says that like
Yeah.
I have that copy pasta.
The thing about feminism.
Yeah,
Nice.
where Amy conforming to the breaking of gender roles or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you
You
never
use
know.
that?
crazy.
You never know
Still
when you're
waiting?
gonna need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are you still waiting for a moment to use that?
Oh, I use it every day.
Okay.
You don't got to worry about that. That was in 2020.
That should have been the funny shirt that we got you.
Yeah. I have the transcript for that old video we made of the Magic Top Hat of Doom.
No way.
It's just the whole transcript of that
Holy
video.
shit.
That's
Everything
crazy. That's a relic.
yeah.
Did you write that for us filming? Do you remember?
I wrote it on July 13th, 2020.
Oh, I guess that was
So,
after.
yeah, because you never know. And then the last one I'll show before I pass it off to Cody is I have the Rafflecopter,
Dude, no way.
the elusive Rafflecopter, and the Shut Up Copter.
Holy shit, that's
is
a
that?
throwback.
And this was September 17th, 2020.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, that was before our top 10 Chit Chats moment of
Yeah,
the
that was-
Rafflecopter?
Yeah, and so now I need to show that to Brennan so he knows what the Rafflecopter is. You know, because he
Yeah,
didn't
this-
Does
get
not
it.
know what the Rafflecopter is?
Yeah,
He
no,
didn't
I
know?
know. I knew what it was. Brennan did not know.
No.
Brennan didn't
Brennan
know.
did it?
Yeah,
That's
Brennan-
crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like living under a rock.
Okay. What are some other things I have on my note? I have I have a list of anime and shows that I've watched. Ooh.
Also, I think. I was gonna just quick note. I think we
Dude.
should
Get out.
maybe save any quotes for a separate video, maybe because
Okay.
I feel like we have a lot of material for that. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if that eliminates a lot of material for this video though.
But yeah,
Not
a
really.
list of animes and shows that I've watched.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a list of
Mhm.
things that my girlfriend likes and her like favorites of things.
Oh,
That's
that's
for when
adorable.
that's for when we do Who Knows Rachel Best.
True. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like snacks, like her orders at different restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
and then other
That's-
general things.
Dude, boyfriend of the year.
Eh. Oh, guys, I have a
Is that
list of
stuff-
every password I've ever used.
Oh, you should show
Every
that.
you've ever used?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should show that.
So you guys look.
Dude. I do the same thing.
I have one of those too. I have one of
Yeah.
those too.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was the only person that did that. I thought I was unique.
I also have a small list of like gifts for people.
Mm. I
So
also
you two
have
are
that.
on there.
Mhm.
Gift ideas.
I have a list. I have like everybody's name and then a list underneath their name of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll very quickly show what I have for you guys.
Whoa!
Dude, that's exactly what I wanted.
You should get me that.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got
Mhm.
you.
Yeah. Nice. Well, this is
But
definitely
yeah, I
proving
think
that
that's
we all have very different ways that we use our notes apps.
true.
hmm Yeah, for example, I have one note that says, where is it? Aiden Redenius Metallica music box.
What?
That's all it says. It just says Aiden Redenius Metallica music box, and I remember why I wrote that down because Quentin has a music box that has
Oh.
the Avatar music,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
it and I was like, dude, that would be awesome if they made like a Metallica one for Aiden.
Dude, I can't
If Metallica
Possibly-
made one only for Aiden,
possibly
That one
picture
great.
like music from a music box that sounds like Metallica. I think that's like
Metallica.
impossible.
That
I
is
think it might be
crazy.
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes long.
And then I
Yeah.
also have one that says, I am high and I want to bake a cake.
Dude, the stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did you
Which I did.
did you
I
end up
did
baking a
end up
cake?
doing that. No. Yeah, actually, I did. I did end up baking a cake when I was high another time.
Did you eat the entire cake after?
No,
Damn.
no, I have self-control.
Okay. Yeah. But that's the whole point of why you get high is to not lose all your self-control. I mean, come on, man.
Well,
Yeah, other than
I'm not.
everything
I'm
else that
not
I've said so
Eminem.
far,
Mm-hmm.
everything that the only other like thing that I have in my notes app is like a workout routine
Mm.
and
Mhm.
quotes, and that's it.
Okay. What about dreams?
Oh, and I have dreams.
Okay.
Great.
We will transition to that segment
Yeah, if I can
here in a
find them.
second. I want to read a couple more that I have.
Yeah, go for it.
This is, I think, a bet that I made with Dean. It says here, if Jonesy from Fortnite is added to Smash Brothers, I owe Dean $20. So that's still going.
Not yet.
That's
Okay.
yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but if it does, then that I will
If they had added a
I'm a man of
Jonesy
my
me
word.
costume, would it have counted?
I think that's like a specific thing that me and him like discussed at the time, but I don't remember the consensus that we came to.
Okay.
I would say no, personally. I don't think that counts.
All right. Well,
This one just says Donovan Carlson, and that's it.
that's all it says.
Ominous as hell.
Just me. When was that made? What
that
was
was-
the date?
August 17th, 2021 at 12:06 a.m. So
What?
that
That was the
That's
start of
so
it.
ominous, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna die on an August 26th now.
one of these years,
It was like, okay, no, this is what that was. You were having trouble remembering my last name.
I was having trouble remembering your name, so I had to write it down.
Your name.
It can't.
Yeah.
Well, what's his
Yeah,
name?
it was between the O and the A.
What's that
Yeah,
blonde guy's
yeah,
name?
yeah,
That
yeah.
blonde guy?
This is a list
Blonde
of
guy with out blue eyes.
Was it Daryl?
this is a list of all the food that Quentin doesn't like. Because shortly after I moved in with him, I realized that there's a lot of food that he does not like, and so just one day I just was just like, what, like, name every food that you don't like. I'm just curious, and so I sat there and we did it.
1 second, I have to blow my nose.
There's a lot of stuff on here. One of
Let-
them is
name
just
a couple.
all Italian food. That's just one of them.
He doesn't like any Italian food?
Any Italian food, no.
What? He has to have like some.
I don't know, man.
Did he have
not
a
for me to...
what? Did he have like a bad experience or something? Did he ever explain that?
Well, from what I remember him saying, he was forced to eat spaghetti a lot as a kid, and I think that kind of sullied the good Italian name for him.
I will say on like the tier list of Italian food, spaghetti is a little lower than some of the others.
Real.
I guess I understand that, but he really doesn't like any other Italian food. It's not like every Italian food tastes like spaghetti. We gotta have a chit chats where we just talk to Quentin and have an intervention with him on that.
About all the food he doesn't like.
Yeah,
Honestly,
there's no way. There's no way,
dude. But that's what This chit chats is spawning new ideas. It's just perfect, Let's see. Oh, let me find one more. Here's just a scoreboard of Andrew, Cody, and Donavan.
Oh, that could have been when we were doing car trivia.
Yeah, I think we were doing car trivia just while we were driving somewhere, and
that could have been when we were.
I know exactly when it was.
Back
Yeah.
Wait, you know exactly
Well,
when it
because it's
was?
date stamped. But what? Tell me
Oh,
what you
okay.
when you think it was.
I feel like it was when we were coming back from Bend to visit Dean
Well, I would no
one
because I never
summer.
I never went with you guys to visit Dean when he was living there.
Mm.
Oh, never mind then. I'll shut up.
Yeah. No. It was when me and you guys and Andrew went to Blue Pool in 2022.
That's
Mm.
what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking because Blue Pool is east. And I
Right.
remember we were coming back from the east.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right. And you take the same
Yeah.
path, or you take the same route.
Really?
Okay. Wait. I want to show one more because I don't even necessarily know what this is. This just says Boko no Piku. I don't. Oh,
Tilly.
Tilly,
Tilly.
dude. Wait. Can you ask Tilly to read her notes app?
Tilly,
True.
you have a chat.
It's just I want to eat that thing that Donovan has just over and over.
Tilly's notes app says, "I ate my own shit today. Aren't you proud of me?"
Mm-hmm. That's also what Donovan's notes app says.
Tilly,
Dude,
that
that's a
is also
great
what mine
tweet.
says.
Yeah. Okay.
Tilly's notes app says, "Woof woof bark woof."
Mm-hmm. And
Shit.
that's what mine says. Okay. Let's start talking about
Whoa.
dreams, guys. Um.
Okay.
I got some good ones for this.
Yeah. Cody,
So
you start.
I have three specifically. They are all very dark, I will
Uh oh.
say.
I mean, you
Um,
don't have
the
to share
one
the
that
dark ones, but you can if you want.
I'm fine with them. I've come to terms with them.
Okay. You found
Um,
peace with them.
Okay.
yeah. The one that I will never forget in my entire life
Yeah.
is uh we were so it was for some context, I went to a daycare for like 12 years
Mm-hmm.
of my life, and it
Mm-hmm.
was ran by this woman, and then there was a bunch of other kids there. And we went to the coast, and everybody was driving ATVs along the coast, like literally like along the beach. And I was also driving one. Like also we were like 6.
Mm.
Mm.
Wait. I'm
Um,
sorry. So this is not the dream. This is something that actually
no,
happened.
this is the dream. My
Oh.
bad. I didn't specify that.
Oh. Okay. No, I might have just
Yeah.
not.
So
Yeah.
no, no, that's my bad. So in the dream, we all went to the coast
Mm-hmm.
and we were all driving ATVs.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think I was maybe actually I was probably more like I think I was in like middle school maybe when I had this dream. I can't remember. Anyways, but I got off of my ATV to go like to the water and it was like high tide or something. So I ended up like getting sucked into the water, like into the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and was like yelling for help from another kid who went to this daycare and was on an ATV. And like vividly remember in the dream being in the water and watching them drive off. And
No.
God.
I was stuck in the ocean and then I woke up.
Jesus.
Dude, that'd be so scary. Did you drown?
I'm assuming.
That would make me never want to go to the ocean again.
Yeah,
But
No.
yeah.
that is
No,
scary.
now I'm just scared of ATVs.
Hmm. Right. Well.
When my sister was like 4, we were at the
Mm,
beach, and she got sweat. You know, like what a sneaker wave is.
I think so.
no.
It's like a specific wave pattern, and I don't know exactly how it works, but it's like it basically like sneaks up on you. So it like kind of starts in low, but then it like once it
Yeah.
gets close enough, it like gets really big, and then
Yeah.
they're like known for like dragging people out to sea. And when my sister was like 4 or 5 or something, one of them got her, and then my uncle had to go and like basically save her. I mean, she wasn't gonna
Bruh.
like drown or anything, but she like had just started to like get caught out by the sneaker wave. So
Dude.
so that fear of like the ocean and drowning is very real.
Dude, the ocean's scary. Like that's not even a
Yeah.
joke.
Very scary.
Yeah. But Yeah. So our ATV trip that's a no go next month.
No, I'm still down.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, cuz
Is that like a recurring dream that you've had like throughout your life, Cody, or is that just one that you remember?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I have it every night. No.
yeah, every night Cody the dream continues, but it's just him in the water for like
Oh
the whole
my
night.
god, that
Yeah.
sounds
Just an
horrible.
endless nightmare. Yeah, that's terrible.
Thankfully, no. That was a one-time thing, and I've never.
You just
But
remember it, like
you didn't like write that down when you had it. Like you remembered it from all this time, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Well, that.
like literally, the only note that I have in here, it just says "dying at the beach."
Oh,
mm,
That's
okay.
all it says, and I'm like, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And stuff like that sticks with you. I have a few dreams like that too.
Yeah. Donovan, go ahead. Say a dream you have. You had.
I will
Well,
say,
okay.
I found a funnier one.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll circle back to
Okay.
you.
Um, since we're starting with like weird, scary dreams we had as a kid,
Yeah.
I'll start with one of mine too. I had this dream one time when I was in sixth grade and I was really, really sick. And I think I was like out of school for like 2 months or something. You guys probably remember it, but I was like in the hospital and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I remember having this one dream this one night where it was probably like 2 weeks into me being like severely sick and like I wasn't really moving. I was pretty much just like staying in, well, my parents were like, basically, I was just sleeping in my parents' bed with my mom. My dad was like sleeping in my bed, but I was sleeping in my bed in the bed, and I had this like really weird abstract dream that like still sticks with me to this day, where it was so abstract that like it's hard to describe. Like it doesn't even make sense, but it was basically like the abstract idea that like you're in a room and the room is like closing in on you like continuously um until you get like infinitesimally small. It's basically like Ant-Man. It was like you just keep getting like smaller and smaller and smaller
Entering the quantum
in
realm.
this room, and the room
Dude, you
keeps
took
like,
the limit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I'm not a math guy, but I believe you.
Get a load
You
of this
took the
guy.
limit as X, Y, and Z go to zero.
Go to infinity.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
yeah. It'd be
Go to
zero.
zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like kind of like the feeling of like claustrophobia, but also like the feeling of like insignificance as you keep shrinking. And then
Mm.
I was like kind of freaking out. And so my parents like woke me up, and I don't remember saying this because I was so sick that like this was probably like some weird hallucination I was also having too. But apparently when I woke up, all that I could say was parallel lines. That's what I said.
What?
They were like,
Wait.
"What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Parallel lines."
Just
Yeah, I'm
ironically.
pretty sure you had fucking sleep paralysis. What the hell?
I don't know. It was something like
No, he
that.
had sleep parallel lines.
Parallelism. Yeah.
It's funny. Wordplay.
Yes,
Haha.
but that was a weird dream that I had as a youth.
Okay. Wait, and how
I
old were you?
I was 10 or 11 then. I guess I
Okay.
was 11 because it was sixth grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you still have that fear today of your room just
No,
closing in on you?
no. But I will say that I did have like weird like shrinking dreams like that, like more than just that one time, but they were
Hmm.
always like slightly different. Like I
Mm.
also remember a time where like it was just like my bedroom, because like the dream that I just described, that was just like in a white abstract room,
Hmm.
with like no defining features. But I also remember like having the same dream, but I was like in my room and I was just continuously like shrinking on my bed.
Hmm. Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, that'll fuck anyone up.
True. I'd say that's worse than mine.
I should talk to a therapist about that. Cody,
Well,
you should talk to a therapist about yours.
it's not. I don't think it's worse. It's bad in a different way because it's like, Cody, I feel like yours is more like realistic, but Donovan's is like, it's more like you can't like make sense of it, right? That's where the fear of it is, right?
You can't make sense of it. You just know it's like a scary feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like both of our dreams like kind of have like a sense of like helplessness though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good theme. Well,
Antonio, what's your depressing one?
Well, yeah, I gotta
dream.
keep in theme.
I will say I found a really funny one in mine.
Okay, well, we'll get to the fun. I have a lot of funny, like more so stupid ones, but they're funny to me. Okay, this is one that is sort of in line with your guys's. This is the first one I wrote down. It was on May 11th, 2021. And so this is a little bit of a throwback for Cody because we used to both work at Albertsons, and there was this guy that used to come in and steal bananas, basically. And so basically, and we called him Banana Man. The dream, and this is what I wrote verbatim: Banana Man has a pet monkey. Every time Banana Man sees a person that wronged him, he sends the monkey to shoot them. Eventually, I wrong him somehow, and he starts sending the monkey to shoot me. Every time I go to work, I have to be on high alert because the moment Banana Man sees me, I'm in danger of being shot. So that's pretty scary,
I remember
right?
you telling me about this.
Yeah.
Banana Man.
That was like that dream. It was what inspired me to start writing down my dreams because I was like, that's like, what the hell is good? Like, I was just like, what the hell is this?
Did he get you in the end?
No, I feel like I remember specifically like the image of like crouching behind like one of the like fruit displays to like hide from the monkey, and I like peeked around the corner and saw it like holding a gun, like walking towards me. So I might have gotten away unscathed, but I didn't get that far in the dream. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's scary, right, guys? It's like your guys's.
That was pretty
I
good.
can see that actually being scary though.
Yeah.
I believe that because like if you were in your dream and there was a monkey trying to fucking shoot you, like
I will say I definitely also have some where I have been shot, and that's scary.
Yeah, it's a scary thought. Wait, I have one more. This is just a short one, and it sort of is scary.
Sorry, do you like get shot and then you immediately wake up?
I'll talk about it later.
Probably, if that. Yeah, well,
there's a whole thing.
Okay, I just want to say this. This was on October 22nd, 2022. It just says, "The Rock beats the shit out of me," and he does the before he does it.
Dude, no way.
So yeah, that's.
Do you remember that? Do you remember
pretty...
the visual of him just?
Yes, I remember him going. So, I had to write that one down.
Wow.
So I found two that are really stupid and kind of short.
Okay.
This one was August 30th, 2022. And this is like verbatim what I wrote down in my notes app. I was Doom Guy, but I brought a lunch box and a full bag of sour cream and onion chips that I ate while fighting. And we were fighting a boss from Destiny for some reason. And when I woke up, my mouth tasted like sour cream and onion.
You had me at Doom Guy. That's yeah.
And then this one was a fever dream, kind of. I guess I shouldn't say that in this context. It wasn't. But it was kind of crazy. So it was me and Scooby-Doo getting chased by Xbox, like as a company, and Jason Statham. And in order to lose them, Scooby Doo and I climbed Spencer's Butte,
Right.
and then this
Mhm.
was like a cinematic. It like it was following me, and then it says in my notes, it then smash cuts to Jason Statham getting a smaller puppy with another Scooby Doo name tag.
Wait, I gotta look up Jason Statham. I don't remember what he looks like.
A bald British guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Eventually, I make it back
Gotcha.
home, and it turns out that Jason Statham was already there. Yes.
Hmm.
And he kept going upstairs to feed his dog ice cubes. Then eventually
Okay.
people show up and then take us out with the head of the CIA walking inside the house, and then I woke up. Oh, and then a small note in here is that one of my old bosses kept giving me Cheez-Its.
What? Wait,
Okay.
that last thing at the end,
So
that was part of the dream? Or was that just.
yeah, that was somewhere in there. I forget where.
Oh, okay.
It was a thing that happened, and I was like, why is this happening?
I like the idea of you being chased by not the company of Microsoft, the like Xbox like logo.
Was it the
Yeah.
logo or was it like an Xbox with legs?
It was like it was like a military, but with Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I think
I
we
think
need
I
to like
understand.
psychoanalyze that part of the dream.
Why?
I think you're afraid of gaming.
No. I'm afraid of Jason Statham.
Fearful.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I might be too after looking at this picture.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a funny one that I have in
That's
here.
pretty good. That's
It's
pretty
a
good.
good one.
That one in Doom Guy.
Yeah, I do.
You were Doom Guy.
I did
I
like the
was
Doom
Doom
guy.
Guy.
That
Uh,
was Microsoft purchasing fucking what are they called? Bethesda?
Mm,
yeah.
every
You were
company.
Yeah, pretty much. You represented Bethesda. You're running from Microsoft who was
Yeah,
purchasing you.
yeah. Um,
All right, I
all
got a
right.
good one.
Yeah,
I
what do
got
you
a
got?
good one that
Yeah,
I
go for
can't
it.
find it in the note because there's so much text in it. I feel like I could write like a 100-page book with how much text is in this note.
Uh huh.
Oh no, wait, this is it. Hold up.
So this one
Uh,
you went a lot
okay.
very in detail of.
So
I'm
there was like a first part of this story that doesn't really matter. It wasn't as funny. But in 2023, I think it was, me and my family did a road trip to Arizona for a family reunion.
hmm,
And we went in an RV and we went to Flagstaff, which is where I have family. And we basically like stayed in all these national parks and campsites along the way. It was really fun. But when we got to Flagstaff, I had this dream that I think probably everybody in my family remembers, or at least my brother and sister I think remember because I like it was kind of like a joke between us for a while. Was this dream that I had? And it was basically that like along the way to us getting to Flagstaff, I kept having like these these glimpses of like seeing Slenderman off in the distance. And I was like
No.
super freaked out. I was like, "Oh god, dude, guys, it's Slenderman. He's like fucking watching us from the distance," and nobody believed me. And then we got so in the dream, we get to Flagstaff. We get to the vacation home that we're staying in, and it's a family reunion, right? And so like my entire family is there. There's like 50 people there. And then all of a sudden Slender Man shows up and he's standing in the different distance and I'm like, "Guys, look, I fucking told you, it's Slenderman." And then Dean shows up. Dean shows up and
what?
and and he's like, and he looks at me, and I remember this so clearly. He's like, "We gotta take him down." He says it like fucking Solid Snake.
No
But he's
way.
he's like, we have to take down Slender Man. And so like we basically like I don't remember all the specifics of the fight, but basically Dean and I just kicked the shit out of Slender Man.
Hell yeah.
And hold up.
Fuck that
It
asshole.
says I
True.
get up right to his face and I tell him I'll punch it. I'm scared even though I'm trying to act tough. I remark how his face feels like a costume, but that I can't feel the real person's face on the inside when I press hard enough. And yeah, and then we just continue to like basically roundhouse him and destroy him. It was awesome.
Dude, I was really hoping you were gonna say that. Yes, Slenderman showed up, and he turned out to be like a really chill guy.
Yeah.
No, he
And-
was not chill.
He just wanted to hang out with the family.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Dean and I kicked the shit out of him.
Damn.
I have.
Actually, that's
I
kind
have
of
one.
that's actually kind of mean. Like I actually am rooting for Slenderman. Like in that.
Yeah, dude. You guys.
Yeah.
You guys
I'll
doubled
make
me,
sure
man.
that tonight, when I have the same dream,
Yeah.
I'm really nice to Slenderman. And
I wonder
invite
if
him.
talking about these dreams will manifest the like continuations of them or similar dreams.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I know that it's a thing of like actually like writing down your dreams like
Uh-huh.
right after you wake up
Mm-hmm.
is like that's like a pathway to be able to have lucid dreams or like dreams that you can control.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why I started writing them down, because I wanted to be able to do that. And there was one time where I thought I had started to lucid dream, but it hasn't happened since. I remember having like the
happen
realization
tonight.
in one of my dreams of like, oh, I'm in a dream, but then it immediately ended.
Mm.
Damn.
All right. Let me rattle off a couple. August 11th, 2021. Dean is Olivia Rodrigo. That's it.
What?
Hell yeah.
Is Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah, that's it.
Was he singing Good For You?
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah.
All right.
This is December 27th, 2021. Everyone is mad at me for scheduling our time to see the new Avengers movie too late in the day. Cody is driving, then we run into Talon, and Cody shows him a Smosh Games video.
Hell yeah. I'd do that now.
Yeah, I think that's actually going to happen.
Let's look at the Smosh Games video. With Shane Top.
With Shane Top and Courtney Miller.
And Courtney Miller.
And Arasha Leilani.
Yeah. And then okay. I'm just gonna really because these are just one sentence ones. I'm just gonna read them and then that's it. March 2nd, 2023. My mom keeps telling me my haircut looks like shit.
Damn.
March 11th, 2023. Quentin keeps sadistically spouting Pokemon facts at me while I lose my mind.
This doesn't even sound like a dream. This just sounds like what happened.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the day before, me and him were talking, because this was when we were living at the apartment. We were just talking about random, and we were doing some Pokemon trivia quiz or something. And I guess I went to sleep thinking about that, and then just in the dream, it's just him being like, "You can find Mew under the truck," and I'm like, "No!" Shit like that.
Antonio, I imagine
Yeah.
you in a straitjacket in a padded cell
Yeah.
with but yeah. And then
Yeah.
Quentin comes by to visit you and just starts talking about facts and you just go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just
and then the officer walks into the room and he's like, "Who are you talking to?" And Quentin disappears.
yeah, dude, that
And then Slenderman shows up and he's really cool.
yeah, that
He's
dude,
really
that's
cool.
M. Night Shyamalan material right there. Okay, one more and then I'll pass it to you, Cody. Do you guys know the character A Train from The Boys?
Yes.
Do you know the actor's name? I don't.
No.
I don't. Yeah. So his name's
No.
Jesse T. Usher, and this was on October 28th, 2024. Jesse T. Usher dies in a car crash.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Did it
no.
happen?
What?
No, that didn't. No,
Was
no,
it
no,
a
no, no.
premonition?
That did not. No, and I don't want that to happen. For the record, I just, for whatever reason, that happened in my dream. I
You
don't
had
know.
that dream because like as like a divine retribution for what his character did in the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably something like that. Yeah. So,
Mm.
yeah, but no, I wish nothing upon the. He seems like a nice guy, so no, I don't. I don't wish that upon him or anybody. Maybe Slenderman. Okay.
True.
Dude,
Cody
a crossover between Slenderman and A Train would be
and
insane.
yeah, not the boys, but A Train specifically.
Yeah, A
Yeah.
Train.
Yeah. Okay. I have like one more long one, so I'll do that after
I also
you
have
guys
one
go.
more long one that you guys are in,
Oh, okay. I'm interested.
and it's kind of shorter, but so this short one is was February 1st of 2023. I went to the bank and got a blueberry muffin for making an account. Um,
Okay.
Pretty good so far.
yeah. And then a couple of people that I knew were there taking some math test.
At the
And
bank?
then one person started talking about another like a couple's relationship, and this like verbatim, and I this is verbatim, and I was like the Chris Rock damn.
Okay.
So
Damn.
Damn.
Okay.
And I was like the Chris Rock dad. Yeah, is
You
that
were like the Chris. Is that the
is
end?
that the end?
yeah, that's it.
That's it.
And then you woke up
That-
with cold sweat or
Yeah.
Well,
So I wasn't gonna say the long one that I have right now, but
Mhm.
do you guys ever get stress dreams?
yes.
Yeah.
Specifically about class. I have a couple in here that are about like failing a test or whatever.
Okay, because I get many about physics, and I can tell
Valid.
that I'm gonna have a stress dream if I'm imagining an equation and it starts spinning.
Oh no.
Mm. Yeah.
And I saw a
Like
post.
in a dream or just
Yeah.
okay.
Or like if I start spinning, then I know I'm not gonna have a good time.
If you're spinning
Mm.
like
Yeah. Or just like if like my POV is spinning.
Mm. Oh,
Mm.
like
So your
Or
thing
like
is
if there's
spinning
things
and mine
spinning.
is shrinking.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But this last one that I have, so this was like a Groundhog's Day kind of scenario.
Mm.
So in my dream, I would close my eyes, then wake up, but each time I would like still be in the dream, but each time that I woke up, it would feel like I wasn't in a dream.
Hmm.
Uh, so the first time I opened up my eyes, it was it was you and Antonio, like you two, Dean, Andrew, Gregory, and uh, all of you were like surrounding my bed and were telling me to wake up.
Oh geez.
Uh, and then
See,
I
I know
closed
that.
my
Sorry.
eyes.
I,
Wait, sorry.
I just want to say one thing. I like that's a dream because that would never happen because you would always be the first person awake.
True,
That's true.
Yeah.
true.
Anyway, go ahead.
And then I closed my eyes, opened them back up again, and then it was just Antonio, and it was like Antonio on like the left side of my bed towards the doorway, and I had a ringing in my ears, and I'm pretty sure I thought I saw something creeping by in the hallway through the door. Um, and then I closed my eyes again. I opened them back up, and still in the dream, I get up and start walking around with the ringing in my ears, still like towards the door. I then close my eyes again, and then I actually wake up.
Oh
Damn.
weird.
That's
That would be freaky.
and when was
Yeah,
this?
this was February 25th, 2021.
Oh, okay. That was like
Wow.
early in college.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was from, but
Damn. Huh.
nope.
Scary shit, dude.
Yeah. So
Wait, so we were all standing around your bed telling you to wake up? Was it like
yeah,
in
and then I
unison?
think, huh?
Was it like in unison?
I think so. I can't remember. Dude, that was
Hmm.
4 years
Yeah.
ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
just sounds like we were fucking with you. Like, wake up,
Yeah.
wake up,
Wake
wake
up.
up,
Wake up. Yeah. That
wake
just
up
sounds
from your
like.
coma.
Yeah. That's how we would act if some one of us was actually in a coma. Just wake up. Wake up. Wake up. We'd fucking be laughing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The doctor's like, stop it, you're just gonna prolong the coma.
Yeah. And then we're just like,
We're
no,
like,
no, no. It'd be funny. It'd be funny. No, dude, trust me.
yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
want to be in his coma. You don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to enter his coma.
Yeah.
It's like the Ash's coma theory, the Cody coma theory.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I become missing now.
Yeah.
That's
All
not
right.
that's not the Ash's coma theory, is it?
They all blend together at some point.
True.
All right, Donovan, do you have any more?
I do. I have like I guess I have one more that I think that you specifically, Antonio, will find funny. It
Okay.
says it says watching an Arlo movie with mom and dad at the old at the old house while a weird starfish-like nerve creature moves slowly around the couch. The creature
What?
slowly turned into just a blob and would sting you if it touched you like a jellyfish. And I was so scared of it, but I kept moving around to avoid it because I really wanted to watch the Arlo movie. I don't remember the movie very well, except for Arlo's body changing into different things like arts and crafts and him being very upset about it. That's
I'm
what the
like,
note says.
wait, when was this?
Like the concept of arts and crafts?
This was August 24th, 2023.
So, so like I'm imagining you like just intensely watching the movie, and this creature that you described is like
Yeah.
trying to get at you, and you're
It
just
was
going,
like a weird like starfish thing, and then it turned into a blob.
you're just going like, dude, no, not now. I'm watching the Arlo movie.
Like, get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
And yeah, a lot of my other
Wow.
dreams, I'm just reading through them. A lot of them are like, uh, I have a few in here that are like me and like massive groups of people that I know from like you guys, my family, like people from school and stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
in like these battle royale like Fortnite matches, basically.
I have one very similar. It's
Mm-hmm.
Gregory and I, and it's a battle
Mm.
royale, but with different factions in a Walmart.
The Walmart?
Yeah,
That's
and
very specific.
outside, this Walmart is in a desert.
Holy shit.
Mm.
The factions are like the gardening department, the pharmacy.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's yeah. Wait. So Donovan, you just have a stream of, or like a consistent stream of dreams of you being in a battle royale.
It's not consistent. It's just like
Okay.
I'm reading through. I can't find any right now, but I've looked, I've skimmed over a couple that are like that.
Okay.
Like I remember one of like me and me and you, Antonio, and then like a bunch of people in my architecture program, basically just playing Fortnite in the architecture building, but like in real
hell
life.
Specifically,
yeah.
specifically in the architecture building.
Yeah.
Oh my
I also
god.
have a dream here. This one says we're basically playing Lethal Company in real life. Um, yeah,
That's
the rest of it
terrifying.
isn't very interesting, but yeah, I have a lot of dreams like that apparently.
And you just keep coming back for more of that. Now you're gonna have repo dreams.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
So,
And Dean
um,
is gonna be in there, and we're gonna fuck up Slenderman.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That actually, that's like the best outcome of a dream. Just you and your buddy just fucking beating the shit out of somebody. Some bad creature.
True.
That's not even the only one. I also have one from like 4 years ago. That oh my god, I probably shouldn't be saying this.
Oh no, what?
Never mind. I'm not gonna say. I'll tell you guys who it is, but it's me. It's like our friend group. It's like it was from 4 years ago. So it's like the three of us, and then like Dean and Andrew, and we were beating the shit out of somebody in my life. I'm not gonna say on the chit chat. I'll tell you later. But
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Dude, I want to know who
I'm
it is.
intrigued.
It's probably Brennan.
True.
It's not Brennan.
It's probably
not Brennan.
Okay.
It's probably a clone of Antonio.
It's not even somebody that I dislike. It's not even somebody that I dislike.
Oh.
It's just somebody. So, but I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
Okay. I don't know if I ever like read. Look how long this one is. I don't know if I ever read this one to you guys, but this one was like fairly recent. And I guess you could call this a stress dream, though like I don't think I was like particularly dealing with anything specifically stressful at this point. It was just I don't know. I felt stressed. Okay, I'm walking around Willamette High School when suddenly what I can only describe as a blood moon hits, and a cat that was seen walking around the school turns into a horrifying beast and starts wreaking havoc around the school. Like picture like a little cat, and it like grows into this huge, monster.
Like a SCP or like a was it like lanky or was it like big and bulky?
It was like big and bulky. Like a big like fucking like saber-toothed tiger type of thing. And it's like going around like just fucking killing everybody.
Oh my god.
And then all the students flee in terror, but I can see some of them getting absolutely demolished from inside B-Bay. Then he goes to attack me, but I run away. So imagine like, B-Bay, right? Like can you kind of picture it? Like imagine, like I remember like seeing it in the dream, like walking into it, and like I was like trying to run away from this creature because he's like out in the courtyard, but he has like these big arms, so he like fucking reaches through the doors and grabs me.
God.
That's when the dream ended. But another thing that I wrote here is the entire time during the dream, the Super Mario 64 Mega Flower music is playing. It's like
the Super Mario 64.
Super Mario 64 D. It's like that music when they get like
Okay, so not the Metal Cap music.
No, I think it is the Metal Cap music. It's whatever.
Metal Cap?
I was thinking of the DS version of Mario 64 where like there's the different powers.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly. I have it in my head.
Yeah, so like it was like kind of a scary dream, but like it was also kind of like that made it funny. So like it wasn't like it wasn't like a nightmare, I guess. But it was definitely I was just kind of like, what the fuck? So yeah.
Kind of a nightmare. It sounds like you got grabbed.
Yeah, but the Mario music really helped it from being completely scary. Like, if you guys ever have a nightmare, just try to manifest some like goofy Mario music in it. I think that'll help. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think we've been going on for a good amount of time, so I think we can probably call it here. I mean, I still have a lot of other notes, like not dreams specifically, but just notes. But we could always do a part 2 in the future.
We could do a part 2 of this.
Yeah.
This was enjoyable. And I if I read through all these dreams, I could probably tell some more.
Yeah. Right. But thank you guys for joining me.
Remember this, Slenderman? If you're watching Slenderman, Dean and I are coming to fuck you up.
Slenderman is an avid viewer of the Tonyverse Podcast's channel. So
that is true.
He will see
the statistics are out there.
So don't even think about coming near me or my family. Fuck you up.
Yeah, otherwise I'll be in the dream, and me and Cody will be in the dream next time beating Slenderman up with Donavan. That'll happen.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Well, With that being said, guys, thank you again for being here. And do you guys have any parting words or of wisdom to end the episode on?
I'm sorry if your dreams involve shrinking or spinning.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
not
Banana
sorry.
Men.
Yeah,
Banana
Man.
monkeys
that's the worst. That's the worst one.
with
Yeah,
guns.
that's
Yeah.
the new segment I'm doing at the end of every episode is just having my guests say some bullshit. All right, bye.
What?